Thanks, Katrina. And on Checkpoint, we begin tonight with flooding. And just before we go on, some road closures. State Highway 4 between Whanganui and Whanganui is closed. We'll be back in Whanganui very shortly. Parts of the road between Rotorua and Opotiki closed due to slips and multiple floods. In Coromandel, State Highway 25 at Tararu, which is north of Thames, closed. In the Wairarapa, the main road into Martinborough is impassable, with the Waihinga Bridge on State Highway 53 closed. There's been very, very heavy rain in the Tararuas, and the rain is heading south. The Met Service has a severe weather watch out for Marlborough, Nelson, Westland, Christchurch and Canterbury High Country. Georgina Griffiths from the Met Service will join us in roughly 20 minutes. In Auckland, 19,000 homes and businesses lost power this afternoon. It was switched back on shortly before 5, but with traffic lights and traffic cameras having been taken out, it's not great to be driving in some parts of the city tonight. We'll be back in Auckland shortly too. But it's in Whanganui where homes have been evacuated, about 200 of them, as fears grow that floodwaters will breach the Kowhai Park stopbanks. Taupo Key in the CBD has also been cordoned off, with the river forecast to reach 12.6 metres at Piperiki at 2 o'clock in the morning, and a peak of 8.6 metres predicted at the Whanganui City Bridge after 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Our Taranaki Whanganui reporter Robin Martin is there.
At about 1 o'clock this afternoon, the police, council staff and Red Cross volunteers began going door to door, warning residents to be out of their homes by 4 o'clock ahead of the high tide. Whanganui Mayor Hamish McDougall says there is very little wriggle room, so the decision had to be taken to evacuate residents.
Well, look, we've rejigged the modelling with the latest information from the Met Office, and it's the river is projected to rise very close to the top of the stop bank, so as a precautionary measure, evacuations are beginning this afternoon.
Mr McDougall says it's expected that Taupo Key will be flooded, but he's hopeful that it would be nothing like the 2015 flood when the headwaters at Piperiki peaked at 15 metres. Anzac Parade resident Lynn Wickham is taking the evacuation in her stride.
We've been going to be evacuated at 4 o'clock this afternoon, but I've just been talking to my family, which are up the Whanganui River further, and the waters aren't coming up that high up there. It was not as bad as 2015, so that's really good news for the town.
Mrs Wickham says she's confident her home will remain dry this time around.
I honestly don't think we're going to have trouble this year, but good one, Hamish, for making a state of civil emergency, because I think, it's put everybody on caution.
John Churton is not so sure. Mr Churton is the former owner of the Kowhai Park dairy and has been busy cleaning it out for the new owner.
Well, and I had it last time it went in flood, and I got out. Then there's a new fella come in, and I didn't want to see him get sort of hammered like I got hammered. So I've come down to help him, that's all. But this morning I helped shift another house along the road, and then I came in here and about 7 o'clock here and was shifting this here.
Mr Churton says they have tried to make as many things as possible safe from any potential flood.
We've shifted all the goods, and we've still got a freezer full of food and a freezer to shift, plus all these units. We've got to shift all them. So I don't know why we're doing it. We're only just saving the insurance company a lot of money, that's all.
Further up the road, Dean McFarter, like many other Anzac Parade residents, had already cleared his house out.
So yesterday my daughter and I moved a lot of the smaller furniture, and because our house is two-storey, we were able to relocate things. And then friends came over early this morning, and with the help of having a truck, we relocated everything to some friend's house up the road, and so our house is empty.
Many of the evacuated residents are being put up in hotels, while others are staying with friends and family. They've been instructed to register at Whanganui's 2 emergency centres so authorities can keep track of them. The Ministry of Education says all schools in the Whanganui district should be open tomorrow, except for Whanganui Girls College, which is being used as a civil defence centre. In Whanganui for Checkpoint, ko Robin Martin.